Paul explains that in Romans. Paul explains that in Romans. In Romans, Paul explains that there are some Israelis who are not of Israel, and some Gentiles who are of Israel. He's speaking of the difference between fleshly Israel and spiritual Israel. Now, I found a little something. I found actually a lot of somethings in Song of Solomon. Nope, not, yes, in Song of Solomon. It's written like a play, and a lot of those somethings that I found can be found in knowing just one little piece of information. It really unlocks the door to the cave of wondrous treasures that is in Song of Solomon. One of the things is that the whole thing is a big metaphor of God's relationship to new believers and God's relationship to maturing believers and God's relationship to very mature believers. Those three different groups of his bride. Now, the Shunammite or Shulamite woman, that's the key. This whole play is centered around God becoming intimate with a new believer. This Shulamite, that word is just like today's word Palestine. It helps to describe somebody who is living in Israel but is not Israeli. Just like people who are living in Israel but don't agree with Israel are called Palestinians now. I believe back then they were called Shunamites or Shulamites. That should open up some understanding for you. If you open up that darn book, read it for yourself, and meditate on those things. Think about what you've been meditating on the last day, 2 days, 3 days, week, month. And when I say meditating on, I just mean what's floating around in your mind. What are you thinking about? Wouldn't you much rather be thinking about the Word of God and having that be the thing that anchors and drives your life? It's something to consider. God bless.